Welcome back. We are looking at our module 2. So we're still learning about the Yuen method and how to fine-tune your skills, because believe me, you can do this too. It's not just for some people. We all have this innate ability to shift energy and to help others and ourselves. So let's go a little bit deeper into this. If you haven't looked at the first video, module 1, I would suggest that you do that. You don't have to, but even if you don't look at it first, I do want you to look at it even after looking at this video. I want to make sure that you understand the Yuen method and how it works and how to shift energy. All right, so let's get into it right now. What you're going to do this time is rate your issue, and you're going to tune into your issue for a split moment. But before we tune into our issue for a split moment, let's just rate our issue. So if we wanted to think of an issue that we wanted to resolve right now, and it's best that you do that while watching this video. It's the best way to learn. The best way to learn the Yuen method is to experience it for yourself. So I want you to think of some issue that you would like to resolve, or you'd like to improve in your life, or you would want more of. Good health, fitness, and so on. Those kind of things. If you want more of those, if you can't think of an actual issue that you have. Right? Something that you want more of. If you have a little pain, a little something bothering you, go ahead, think about that and rate that issue. And how do you rate that issue? You just ask yourself, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, 1 being the least, how bad is this issue? And a number will pop up. Okay? A number will pop up in your head. If that happens for you, then that's the number. That's what your issue is rated. Okay? A 10 may pop up, or a 9 or an 8 or a 7.5 or a 6 or a 4 or a 3. Then that's your issue. All right? If a number did not pop up for you, that means that maybe your intuition is not as developed. And I do have an intuition training video that you can look at, and part 2 for that is coming up as well. So if your intuition is not developed, what do you do? Well, you can just use your logical brain and you can just rate the issue. Is this problem the worst problem ever in the world for you? Or is it not that bad? I mean, just rate it. What do you think this problem is? Okay? Do you have a number? All right, have a number. And then another approach could be that you just tune into your problem. You can just tune into your problem and just for a split second. So I'm tuning into a problem. You guys tune into your problems. Tune into that problem for a split second, and then you're out of it. And then you're just going to rate what you felt when you tuned into that problem. Could it feel like a 7 or an 8? Or did it feel, you may not get a number. You might get, oh, it was really bad. Or, oh, it's really bothering me. Or, oh, my chest feels really, really heavy. What we're looking for is a marker to say that this is how bad the problem is. We want to measure that problem, okay? So that we can, when we go through the session and we're done, you can see, or you can see that there's a marked improvement by the time we're done. So that's what we're really doing here when we're rating our issue. So I showed you a couple of ways. You could just ask yourself from a scale of 1 to 10. And if a number pops up, that's the number. Okay? Or you could logically do it. Use your logical senses and just say, okay, this problem really bothers me, but I know it's not the end of the world, so I'm going to rate it an 8. Okay? You can do it in a logical way too. That's fine. And then the third way is to be just tune into your problem. Just tune into it. Feel that problem. How does that problem feel for you? And you may feel a pain in your chest, a tightening in your throat. You may feel butterflies in your stomach. You might get a physical symptom, Or you might actually then be able to come up with a number. You can be able to rate that feeling and say how bad you thought it was. So now that we've done that, let's move on. Now we're going to say, where is the problem coming from? In the last video, we looked at a different set of features on the mind map. Okay, these are different. So now we're going to look at all of these boxes, and we're going to try and figure out where the problem is coming from. So we're going to do this on 2 levels. We're going to look at it at the logical level and the intuitive level. All right, so let's look at it at the logical level first. So whatever your problem is, let's say your problem is with abundance. If you ask yourself, where's that problem coming from? Where's your finance problem coming from? It could be your finances. Your finances are just in a bad state, and that's why you have a finance problem. Or it could be a career problem. Or it could be a life purpose problem. Okay? If you're sick, if you have a serious health sickness, or if you have an ongoing health problem, or just always feeling tired and weak, you might say, well, you have a health or fitness problem. And you wouldn't be wrong. You do. Okay? And if you are constantly in conflict with people and you're having a really hard time connecting to your partner or to your friends or to coworkers, and you're having a lot of conflict, or people on the road bad drive you all the time, you may have a relationship problem. Okay? Or if you're worried about getting old, or if you're starting to feel arthritis pain or inflammation, or you can't eat late at night, or it upsets your stomach, or whatever it is, you may have an aging problem. Okay, as you're getting older, you're feeling all these back pains and so on. That might be an aging problem. So we're going to think on a logical level, where is the problem coming from? And of course, it can come from more than one place. So your finance problem, your lack of abundance problem, could be coming from finance, career, life purpose, okay? And your back pain could be coming from aging and health and fitness. It could be coming from both, okay? And what we'll do is just delete that. So delete all your negative finances, or delete your back pain coming from aging experiences. Delete your back pain from health and fitness. Delete your finances from having a career that you don't like. Delete your finance experiences from not being able to live your life purpose. Just not feeling accomplished in life. That can also be, not feeling accomplished in life can also be an aging problem too. You wanted to reach a certain point in life at a certain age, and you haven't yet achieved that, and that bothers you. That's both a life purpose and an aging problem. Yeah? So we've looked at it logically. And I know other Yuen Method practitioners don't emphasize the logical, but there's nothing wrong with it. I think when we stop being scared of the logical, and if we're not feeling very intuitive, we can still shift energy. You don't have to worry, okay? You can still shift it. So now we're just shifting all those energies, all those life experiences that are bothering you and affecting your aging, your life purpose, your finances, your health, your relationships, your career. We want to just delete all of those and strengthen you to being better at relationships, better at finances, better in your career, better at health and fitness, better with aging or not aging, right? So you can look younger, longer, and rejuvenated, and have a better and stronger life purpose. Okay, so you can just shift all of that. So that's what we did. Just by giving that instructions, just by me saying it, I've shifted that. So if you want to have better relationships, say better relationships. think of your midline and let it go. You want to improve your finances, just say, improve my finances. Put it on your midline and strengthen that. Of course, you can be more detailed, and I'm doing this in a general way to apply to a lot of different people's needs and issues. You can be more specific if you want to be, okay? If you want to look younger, or you don't want to look your age, or you don't want to look older than your age, you could just ask to be rejuvenated, right? Be strong to aging, okay? So that it doesn't bother you anymore. So you just want to be strong to all of these aspects. And that is the logical way to look at this problem, or to look at problems, okay? And shift energy. Sneezing is also a sign of shifting energy, all right? Good. So we've done that in the logical way. Now let's do it in an intuitive way. Say you have a problem. Think about your problem. Connect with your problem for a brief moment. Think about that problem. And whatever that problem is, you think about for a brief moment. Now look at this list. Look at all of these boxes. And does anything here kind of jump out at you? Or calls your eyes, or pulls your eyes to look at it, and it just attracts your attention? It may be very subtle, but there may be something there. Okay? Aging might be getting your attention. It could be more than one thing getting your attention. It could be health and fitness and aging. It could be health and fitness and career. It could be finance and relationships. Whichever one of these boxes is calling your attention, you're just going to strengthen that box. So if relationships is popping out at you, just say, strengthen all my relationships with close friends, family, co-workers, neighbors, okay? If it's health and fitness that was kind of calling your attention, to strengthen your cells, your muscles, your tissues, your bones. Strengthen yourself internally and externally. And when we want to strengthen ourselves to fitness, we want to look at agility, flexibility, muscle strength, endurance, coordination. So I wanted to strengthen all of those. All right. And for health, we can also even go deeper and just say, strengthen our blood, strengthen our organs. So it's not just cells, muscles, tissues, and skeleton. It's also your blood and your organs. Strengthen all of them. And you can think about each one individually. Liver, heart, kidneys, gallstone, stomach, intestines. Okay? If aging, you want to maybe strengthen your cells to rejuvenate. You want your cells to be healthy. You want to probably strengthen yourself to detoxing. And you want to be neutral to getting older and looking older and letting go of how you used to look when you were younger. When we do that, that's when things can change, remember. So we just want to be neutral to it, to the whole aging process. And then we just want to keep our cells oxygenated, healthy, delete free radicals, whatever else you feel that you may need to for aging. For your life purpose, you just want to strengthen yourself to having a life purpose, knowing your life purpose, living your life purpose, enjoying your life purpose, feeling accomplished and successful. All right, and that's similar to career too, where you want to be You want to feel successful. You want to feel like you're a contributing member of society, that you do make a difference in the world, that you are here making a difference. And you just want to be strong to that, whatever your job is. Whether you work from home, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, or an engineer, or doctor, or teacher, nurse, lawyer, whatever you may be. Sales clerk. Just strengthen yourself to your job, to taking pride in your job and knowing that you are contributing to a better society. Okay, good. Did I cover everything? And in finances, we just want to make sure that you're strong to receiving abundance, and doesn't have to be that you've earned it, although earning is, you want to be strong to earning, but you can be gifted, you can just receive, you just have access to abundance, and just to be connected to that abundance energy. That abundance is all around you, it's everywhere, so you already have it. It's just for you to notice that you have it, notice that it's there for you. You just be strong to that. Awesome. I think a lot of shifts happen here. So that's the other way of doing it. Looking at it intuitively and just thinking, when you find what the issue is, you can use those same things that I just said to help you to clear any issues that you may be having with finances or career or relationships. You can use the same recording and go over those things that I just said to help to clear you. And you can come up with your own as well as you get more comfortable with doing this method. All right, so a lot of shifts already have happened. You did a great job. Now we're going to look at caused by, right? So we're going to say, what caused it? Was it caused by limitations? Is that what caused our problem? Limitations is the restrictions that maybe society has put on us, expectations by society, expectations by our parents, our family, our jobs, our roles in society may limit us, okay? As well as we could be physically limited. If you are sick or ill, you can't move around as much, so that's a physical limitation. So it can be a spiritual limitation, it can be a physical limitation, right? So is that what the cause is? Trauma, of course, would be fears and phobias and things that have, well, traumatized us in our past. Things that have impacted us and have stayed stuck in our body somewhere, in our energy field, in our bodies, or around our bodies. That's causing us not to feel well, right? That's causing the problem that we're having. So trauma may be causing your abundance problem, or trauma may be causing you to not connect with people, so you're having relationship problems. Trauma can be the cause for why you don't want to work or why you don't enjoy your job. Okay? So what we want to do is just find out, is it trauma? So you can ask yourself, is it trauma? Is it limitations? Is it karma? Karma is basically if you did something, it comes back to you. So if you did something negative to someone else, it may come back to you in some form. Or if you projected out some sort of energy out into the world, it's going to come back to you. So if you put out a lot of negativity or bad intentions, it will, or it may, it may come back and cause an energetic block for you and cause you to be having a problem in your relationships or your finances or your health, etc. Okay, so you want to look at karma as well. And then of course there's ancestors. Maybe it's not even coming from us. Maybe this issue that you're dealing with goes way beyond you. It goes back a couple of generations to your ancestors. And with ancestors, we can also put in that category too, we could put past lives as well, okay? So what I want to do is delete all the causes, all the limitations that are causing your problem. Delete all the trauma that are causing your problem. Delete all the karmas that are causing the problem. Delete the experiences of your ancestors. We're not going to delete our ancestors, right? But we're going to delete their experiences that are causing your issue, that are still affecting you today. Okay? And you can also go on and strengthen them to their experiences. So there. If one of these popped out at you, if it was a limitation that caused your problem, when you tune into your problem, was it caused by limitation? Was it caused by trauma? Was it caused by karma? Was it caused by ancestors? You're going to delete that karma, delete that trauma, delete the limitations, delete the ancestors. If anything popped out at you. If nothing popped out at you, you're going to do it the logical way, and you're going to just delete them all. So we're going to just delete all limitations, all those restrictions on you that are holding you back, that are causing your problem. You're going to delete all the trauma, all your fears and phobias that are holding you back and not letting you be the person you want to be. Okay? You're going to delete all the karmas that are causing the problems that you're facing right now. And delete all the past ancestral issues that are still impacting you today. You want to just delete them all. Okay? And then of course when ancestors, we could find out, is it their trauma? Was it limitations? Was it karma on them that is causing the problem for you? And you can delete that. Delete those traumas from ancestors, those limitations from ancestors, those karmas from ancestors that are impacting you, so they don't impact you anymore. Okay? You are not your ancestor. So you want to be strong. Okay? All right. And then we're going to delete all issues from all time, space, and dimensions. All right? So we're just deleting all the issues that are causing your problem from all time, space, and dimensions. And you want to be neutral. You want to be aware of the shifts. So you want to just shift yourself so you can be aware of the shifts. And you put those thoughts on your midline. So you say be neutral. Put it on your midline. Be aware of shifts. Put that on your midline. Remember, we put instructions on the midline, and then we become aware of the present moment. Okay? So let's try it. I'm going to put my awareness on my midline, and I'm going to say the third one, be strong to change and to shifts. And I'm putting that on the midline, and then I'm releasing it and coming back to the present moment. And I'm thinking of my midline, I'm aware of it, and I'm going to speed up quantum particles for instant results. And then I come back into the present moment. And then I'm going to delete all blocks to change. I'm going to come back to the present moment. I'm going to be aware of my midline again, and I'm going to delete all karma, curses, and negative influences holding you back from instant results. And I'm putting that on the midline, and then I'm becoming aware of the present moment. Okay. I'm going to strengthen body, mind, and spirit to accept instant, complete shifts. And then I become aware of the present moment. I'm going to strengthen internal and external dynamics so that they are strong to change. I put that on the midline, and then I'm aware of the present moment. And that's how you shift. So I want you to try this. I'm going to give you a little time to practice with me. So we're just going to say them again. Be neutral. Be aware of shifts. Put it on your midline. Be strong to change and to shifts. Speed up quantum particles for instant results. Put it on your midline. Delete all blocks to change. Put it on your midline. Come back to the present moment. Delete all karma, curses, and negative influences holding you back from instant results. Put it on your midline. Come back. Strengthen body, mind, and spirit to accept instant, complete shifts. Put it on your midline and come back. Internal and external dynamics are strong to change. Put it on your midline and come back to the present moment. Excellent job. And just notice anything that you're feeling, any shifts, any tingling sensations, any yawning, any sneezing, any feeling lighter. You may also feel tightness. And if you do, if you feel anything that's uncomfortable, just going to say release. Release, release, release. And speed up processing so you can release faster and quicker and more completely. Excellent. And that's it. You've done it. You've shifted some issues. You've done it whether you have developed your intuition or you haven't as yet. All right. And as you keep practicing, your intuition will develop, because what's going to happen is that even if you do it in a general way, the next time the energy around you is just going to show you what you need, and your confidence will pick up, and you will know and start really feeling and noticing how to shift energy. Sometimes it takes a little time to interpret. So I'm shifting you all to interpret. Quicker, easier, so you can understand the signs and that you'll trust your intuition. All right. I thought you guys did an awesome job today. We did a lot of shifts and we learned a lot, and I hope you really enjoyed this session. I so enjoyed teaching you. So remember to practice on yourself, on your family, on your neighbors, everyone around you, at least 5 people, so that we can get this energy moving and make the world a better place and help to heal the world. I know it sounds mushy and sentimental, but we can. Just as there's negative energy being put out there on social media, we can actually put out more positive energy, more healing energy for the world. So instead of ripping us apart and constantly fighting and commenting and being mean to each other on social media, we can actually be kinder, be more loving, and make the world a healthier place where there are less people suffering. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next lesson.